Hey everybody, it's me, old buddy Ben, with the Con Guy podcast. We're doing a happy hour right now, and I don't know if this is the first video or the fifth video, but in any case, we're doing a happy hour at the why can't I think of the name of it? Oh yeah, we're at Wondercon 2025. This is LobbyCon in the lobby of the Hilton at the bar, and we've got many people, including one of my close personal friends, host of the Cosmo Show, Mr. Cosmo. Do you even have a last name?
Yes.
But
Show.
The Cosmo Show, hosted by Mr. Cosmo Show. That's SHOUGH, I believe.
HOOOW. That's what you're gonna do at the YouTube. No.
So, first of all, we are going to say go check out the Cosmo Show. That's COSMOE Show on YouTube. A good friend of the Con Guy podcast, of course.
Yes.
And
Cosmo Network.
the Cosmo Network. I'm sorry. There we go.
Network.
Cosmo Network. There we go.
Network, there you go.
And Cosmo, how has your WonderCon 2025 been so far?
It's been absolutely amazing. It's mostly better than all the other years I've attended, and I've been running into a lot of fans that are a fan of the show and tell me about their favorite episode. I'm just loving it. Dear to my heart. So it's actually quite fun and entertaining. I love it.
That's amazing. Now, how many WonderCons have you been to?
Since 2013.
Since 2013. So let's see. There was like maybe one in there that they canceled because of a worldwide pandemic. So
the snap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The snap.
Yeah, when the snap happened, no, I was not there for that.
Yeah. So we're looking at probably 12 WonderCons maybe.
Yeah, like 12. Yeah, 12. I want to say that.
The other thing that's special about WonderCon, and Cosmo knows this, but I met my wife here in 2015 at WonderCon.
Yep.
Cosmo was at our wedding. Cosmo was an usher at our wedding.
I was an usher, not like the one that dances and whatnot. That's been to a lot of P. Diddy parties, but like the actual usher at the party, at the wedding was awesome.
Controversy. Anyway, so Cosmo, what are the things that we need to hit tonight at LobbyCon as the Con Guy interviewing folks? And what are the big things we got to hit? The big people we got to see? The people we got to ask the questions of?
Besides yourself and moi, I would say go around, find the coolest, craziest, awesomest costumes that are people that are still in costume at this hour drinking. That's the best time. If they're in character, it's even better. A drunk character. And then go check out the Marriott.
Absolutely. We're going to have to do that. But again, Cosmo Show, Cosmo Network, good friend of theconguy.com and the Con Guy Show. Thank you so much for being on the Con Guy Happy Hour tonight.
You are absolutely welcome.
Oh, I love this man. All right. So let's keep going. Let's find who else we have. Well, first of all, we've got Miss Katie Kawamoto, the con girl herself, in cosplay. How drunk are you right now?
Not drunk.
Not drunk at all, because she has to drive back home. I, however, am staying in a hotel. Now, Katie, how has your WonderCon been?
It's been pretty good. It's nice to be back because I think it's been a year since I've been to a convention, and I didn't realize how long it'd been until I was on my way here. But yeah, I'm vibing, enjoying watching people's cosplay, seeing old friends, because we're always seeing people we know here. Old friends, new friends, kind of fun. I love it.
Yeah, I forgot you didn't go to San Diego last year, and so it has been a full year since you've been to a convention. And here we have the con guy himself, James D. Fry.
Hey guys!
Jimbo.
I am here. I have no voice, so it's hard for me to talk. These guys are so great. Anyways, that's all I have to say.
See, the thing is, the reason Jim is the mascot of the show is because he's the ultimate hype man. He's the ultimate hype man, and why else would we have his face other than he's the ultimate hype man? He's just nothing but positive energy, and we love him. He loves all things nerd. So, Katie, do you want to walk around with me and find some people to interview here at LobbyCon 2025 at WonderCon?
I have to head out.
Katie has to head out, and that's why she hasn't been drinking.
Very sorry. Very sorry.
You jerk. All right, well.
And that's like the funniest cosplay ever.
Very detailed description, Katie. Thank you so much for that.
Just for those who don't know, it's a whole Shrek group, and they kind of absolutely killed it. It's great.
Killed it? Okay,
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Not to steal your thunder, but Katie, thank you so much for talking with us tonight. I know we did a little bit of a live stream earlier on my Instagram page, and we tried a few things. We had some technical difficulties, but we've been trying for a long time to get this put together, and hopefully this turns out the best yet. But thank you so much for being here tonight, and have a safe trip back home. Anything you want to say to the Con Guy fan base?
Just thank you for watching, everyone. We're going into season 9. We just started season 9.
Season 10. We've been around for 9 years. We are starting season 10 this year.
Yeah, so thank you all for watching and continuing to watch and supporting. And there's also the Con Girl Network, so please stay tuned. We're trying to get more of that for all of the female-driven discussions and topics, so please check that out as well.
Magnificent. We are so proud and so stoked about the Con Girls and that whole aspect of our network. Now, for those of you who play Call of Duty Modern Warfare, you're in for a treat, a real delight. Now, friend, what's your call sign? Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, how many kills do you have tonight? Magnificent. And what about deaths? How's your death kill ratio? Are you in the positive or the negative? That is incredible. I am so proud of you and happy for you. And how has your WonderCon been this year? You heard it here, folks. Modern Warfare, Warzone, you love it, you play it. It got us all through the pandemic. And it's a good WonderCon this year. Thank you so much for interviewing with us tonight. Really appreciate it. Can I get a fist bump? Oh, a handshake even. I love that even better. All right, April Walleen, my goodness gracious. One of my... What exactly? I am Wait, do I look like Tyler Durden right now?
You have a good filter on that because I've been on my feet all day and I look terrible. So,
April, you could never look terrible. One of our favorite people, one of my personal favorite people, April Walleen, friend of the show. How has your WonderCon 2025 been so far?
very busy.
Now, you volunteer with the San Diego Comic-Con company that runs both San Diego and WonderCon, correct?
Since I was 14.
Since you were 14, so she's been doing this for at least 6 or 7 years now.
God bless you.
So you said you've been on your feet all day, and yet you are here at LobbyCon at WonderCon. How are you feeling about being here right now?
Where am I?
You are in the lobby of the Hilton Hotel.
No. I've just been on my feet all day working for Comic-Con and WonderCon, because it's the same company. Anyway, running panels. I also had a writing panel last night that went very well. And I also had a fantastic time at LobbyCon last night talking to these fantastic people who also had a panel where they were doing an industry mixer for comics and stories and all sorts of stuff.
Well, yes, to be fair, my wife was primarily part of that, but I come in and pretend like I know what I'm talking about. But
You do it very well.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And you know, I just like to get in there and mix it up with artists and creatives and try and help them out and say, like, hey, what if you did this, or what if you talked to that person? I'm kind of a connector. I like to connect people. But
I'm the same way. I love connecting people.
now, what have you got on the horizon, April? What's coming up for you?
Ooh, probably publishing more books. I have about 10 of them out now on Amazon, and it's all part of World of Etheria. I have a podcast that I've been doing. I have an audiobook that I did. I have a YouTube channel. I've been doing readings on TikTok and all the social medias.
So, several very important questions. First of all, you said you have published 10 books.
Yes.
And even with all the books that I've published, that's still 10 more than I've done. So, where can people find your books for purchase or checking them out, or are they on audiobook?
Yeah, on Audible, there's Pandora Syndrome, and then on Amazon, you can find all my books. Honestly, if you just look up April Wallin, all my books will pop up.
And that is WAHLIN. Oh, there you go. And your first name is spelled MARCH. Wait. APRIL. Okay. And
August, because that's when I'm.
oh, well, there you go. So, and so beyond that, you were telling us about you're doing readings on TikTok and that sort of thing. You also have a YouTube show.
Yep.
Where can we find it?
April Wallin, YouTube.com, I believe. That's usually how that works.
AprilWallingYouTube.com. I don't think that's a real thing. I'm pretty sure that's not.
What? I mean, how do you...
Just go to YouTube and search April Wallin, right?
YouTube.com/April Wallin.
Most likely. But if you look up April Wallin, if you just put it into Google, don't use Yahoo. I'm just kidding. Like,
Also, wait. Oh my God, is that Fiona?
folks, coming in right now, we have the Shrek group coming in right now. I'm not even sure how to feel about this. Thank you, April, by the way. Look up April Wallin on all your social medias. But we've got, is this Princess Fiona?
Princess Fiona, yes, in the flesh.
In the flesh.
That's my frog Ferdinand, who's falling apart right now, but he's hanging on.
Poor Ferdinand. Now, how do you feel about the new design of the Shrek characters for the new movie?
I think you know that answer already right now.
We know the answer already. So let's go around and let's introduce ourselves. First of all, obviously, we have Princess Fiona, correct?
Yes, that is me.
And you are?
The fairy godmother, of course.
Fairy godmother. Who could mistake her?
I was in the magic mirror costume earlier, but now I'm not, so.
Sorry, the janitor has just decided he really needs to mop right now. So,
Introducing ourselves. His cosplay was really cool earlier. He was the magic mirror, but
the magic mirror.
took it off, so.
Your costume is uncanny. Oh, you took it off. Oh, okay. So, I was being nice, but honestly, if if that was his cosplay right now, I was gonna be like, this sucks, man. But he took it off, so I'm sure it looked good. But now, as I understand it, the group of you folks, you won the masquerade last year. Is that correct?
Yes, it is correct. We
Now-
were Lord of the Rings characters.
Oh my goodness, Lord of the Rings! I like that even better than Shrek.
That's why we did it first, yeah.
There you go. So, where are you all based out of?
I'm San Diego.
San Diego, Riverside County.
Mostly.
Las Vegas, Arizona. Most of our group is like this area.
California, but
So, how do you all know each other?
Yeah, I pretty much just like collect people and pull them into stuff. And
Was it through conventions?
no, just like she's Jade. This is my college roommate, and we have such a height difference that we were like, we've always talked about doing this kind of thing, and she was just like, sure, I'll be Lord.
Yeah, I don't do cons very much, so I usually just do them for her.
Yeah.
How do you feel about conventions now that you've been dragged to them?
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
Like I said, I rarely do them, but every time I have fun. So
Now, do you folks have an idea of going to like San Diego Comic-Con, or have you been there before?
Yes, we've competed in that competition too. It's really fun, and we live around there, obviously. So we like just go out to Gas Lamp and like hang out.
it's harder to get tickets.
Yeah,
It is hard to get tickets to San Diego Comic-Con, but hanging out in the Gaslamp district is a blast.
Show, her universe is great too. We love that.
Now, can we expect to see this group down at San Diego Comic-Con this
do
year?
it again.
Tentatively on it.
Okay, TBD, but like it'd be pretty fun.
Now, Now, first of all, I want to interview this individual over here. Can you tell us a few things about yourself?
My name is Thelonious, and I advise Farquaad on picking 3.
And are you an executioner of sorts?
Yes. Time. When I
From time to time when he has to, okay. But you really are a very peace-loving, very tender individual, correct?
That is absolutely correct. I'm a very soft guy, and I'm made out to be a villain when I'm really a sweet man.
There you go, folks. You heard it right here. Now we have Blind Mouse. I don't know. What are we doing right now? And then we have sexy Farquaad mascot that's not wearing any underwear. And so, was the masquerade tonight for WonderCon? Yes. Okay, and how did you do?
We didn't compete this year.
Oh, you didn't participate this year.
Last year.
We competed last year, and we actually won Best in Show.
Well, yeah, we mentioned that earlier, but what is it? So, is it a rule that you can't compete this year if you won last year?
We're just exhausted.
Fair enough.
We did a really big group over D23 that did Disney Comic Con. We did a 16-person Wreck-It Ralph group for that one, and it kind of burnt us out for a little while. Oh yeah, there's our Lord of the Rings.
That's fair.
When you compete in competition, you are required to kind of make everything. So it's a lot easier for us to do something that's not competition because, like, I purchased my dress and I didn't have to make it and stuff like that.
Spirit Halloween, and I just redid it a little bit, and
Whereas
it's way
if
easier.
we were in a competition, we would need to find figure all that out ourselves and do that, which is totally fine. We're just tired.
Yeah,
Right. So you.
There's a lot of documentation that you have to show that, yes, you built this, or like you substantially modified something in order to be able to compete. And for this, it's like, oh yeah, we had about a week.
Yeah, just throw it together overnight.
Maybe next year we're hoping to compete again, either in WonderCon or Comic-Con. We're still deciding.
Fantastic. So you won't. You're not planning on competing in the Masquerade at San Diego this year, correct? Okay.
One of our members is getting married this year, so we're
Oh, fantastic. Wait, are they here right now? Oh, she just left. Okay. Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots is getting married. Congratulations, Puss in Boots. But you will be at San Diego Comic-Con?
Sorry. Yeah, we'll be
definitely.
All right, well, hopefully the con guy will run into you guys down there because we will absolutely be there in force, and we're very excited.
Excellent.
Her universe is Universal Monsters themed this year, so we might dress up as some Universal Monsters.
Yeah.
Ooh, you heard it right here, folks. The award-winning cosplay group may be dressing. Oh no, we've lost a magic wand. We've lost a magic wand. Oh, there we go. They may be costuming as Universal Monsters at San Diego Comic-Con this year, not for the masquerade, but only for your ocular pleasure and entertainment. Is that fair? Is that fair? Yeah, that's fair. Thank you so much for interviewing with us today. Yeah, absolutely.
I can't wait to listen to all of them.
Look you guys up.
Please check out theconguy.com and the Con Guy on YouTube. Let me see if I got a business card. These are my personal business cards, but I have the Con Guy logo on them, and I have links to the Con Guy podcast. I'm doing it one-handed. Hold on. There we go.
That's really impressive. I don't have a hand.
There you go.
The frog almost caught it.
Oh, thank you so much. So that's the Con Guy logo on my card, and if you do the QR code, it will bring you to links of all my stuff, including the Con Guy podcast.
All right.
So thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you as well.
So we're frying chicken at you?
Go eat. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. I did. It's funny. I did the San Diego Masquerade. I think in 2014 or something like that. We did Into the Woods. Yeah. So. Rules of like how much you have to make. We're gonna keep going.
I appreciate, but also you want to take your off.
My goodness gracious, folks, we have the Sea Witch herself, Ursula, Queen of the Eight Tentacled Darkness and Mother of Flotsam and Jetsam. Sea Witch, may I call you Sea Witch?
Yes, you may, but I'm also the most powerful villain of all.
Now, may I ask you a question? Do you know the name of the real-life character that Ursula was based off of?
Probably my mother-in-law.
That's a very good guess, but it was actually the drag queen Divine who was.
We all love Divine.
Absolutely. Now, how has your WonderCon been so far?
It's been pretty fabulous. I'm actually a vendor here, and I've been selling some nostalgic and retro T-shirts at our booth all day, and stopping for a lot of photo ops, and it's been a lot of fun.
Now, we have one more day of WonderCon tomorrow on Sunday. So what is the name and location of your booth where you're selling these nostalgic T-shirts?
I'm with Warlord Clothing. We are at 1912, and you should definitely check it out because we have the best deals at WonderCon.
Do you have very comfortable T-shirts?
Only the kind that you want to live in all day and die in.
Those are my favorite T-shirts. I'm looking forward to dying in one. And where are you based out of, Ursula?
We are located in Riverside, and so just a short drive, but we're having a lot of fun just staying here and being part of this area. And
being part of our world?
Part of your world. Wait, hold on.
Oh, there we go.
Can you hear it? Louder!
Keep singing!
Fulton, Jackson, now we've got 'em, boys!
I'm a 40-year-old straight man, and I love The Little Mermaid, and I might love Ursula the Sea Witch even more now than I did before. Ursula, where can we follow you online or your company online?
Well, my personal is Scary Carrie, Kari, and our clothing company is Warlord Clothing. But I just want to say I started off as a mermaid, and then we all become an old sea hag.
Beautiful. Truer words have never been spoken. Thank you so much, Scary Carrie, the Sea Witch. We appreciate you interviewing on theconguy.com. Thank you so much. We'll tag you. 8 legs, right? Okay, so we're... Bye, thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right, so we've gone from one villain to another. Now, we interviewed Loki earlier on our live stream, but apparently we were having technical difficulties, so I've come to interview you again. Loki, how is your WonderCon going?
Magical.
Magical! You heard it here first, folks. So, where do you hail from?
I hail from Asgard, though originally Jotunheim, as I was stolen as an infant by Odin, the Allfather.
Ice giants. That's a nice giant. Frost giants. That's right. My fault. Is it your goal to enslave humanity here at WonderCon 2025?
Enslave? No, not enslave. You will all worship me. Whether you see that as wisdom or fear is up to you.
So good news, bad news, folks. We won't be enslaved, but we will be worshiping Loki. Now let's take a look at your full costume here. This is just an incredible effort on the part of a cosplay. Now, can you tell me, did you make this costume yourself?
I 3D printed the scepter and the crown, conjured myself. The suit, I did not make. I modified the suit that I got.
Still, more work than I'm willing to put into a cosplay. Modified the suit, 3D printed the crown.
What cosplay?
You know what? He's got a good point. This is his official wardrobe.
Finest Asgardian silks and leathers.
His finest Asgardian silks and leathers. I stand corrected. And if we want to follow you online, where can we follow you?
Z3D.prints.
Z3D, the letter Z, the number 3, the letter D, dot prints, Prints. And that is on Instagram, correct? Okay. So follow z3d.prints on Instagram to get more of this. This is amazing. Look at this helmet. Look at the scepter. These are incredible. Get some hot video of that. Thank you so much, Loki, and thank you for not enslaving us, but in fact just showing us that we need to be worshiping you.
Enlightening your feeble minds.
Enlightening our feeble minds. My mind is most feeble, and I'm very appreciative of Loki enlightening it. So thank you so much, Loki. Enjoy the rest of your WonderCon.
You as well, Midgardian.
Thank you. I am a Midgardian coming you here live from Midgard. Now, again, this is another situation where we interviewed this group on the live broadcast on Instagram Live. However, we may or may not have been having technical difficulties. Now, tell us a little bit about your group today.
So this is this is Helen. This is Helen. I'm Helen, and this is Helen. And we are part of Mrs. Roper's Romp. And really, the intent is we're looking for Stanley.
Yes, Stanley.
But what we would like Mrs. Roper's Romp is something that they do all over at all the cons. And what we would really like is for next year on Saturday night to have everyone dressed as Mrs. Roper.
Yes.
And we will do a romp.
That'd be fabulous.
200-300 Mrs. Helen Ropers looking for Stanley.
So we've got several Mrs. Helen Ropers looking for Stanley.
Correct.
And I do like we've got the ribbons here. The ribbons coming on from Dragon Con. Magnificent. Hi, Helen.
Yes. The things that Stanley says, like, I don't want to be happy, I just want to be with you.
I don't want to be happy. I just want to be with you. Beautiful, beautiful words. And so where can we follow you on the internet to keep up with your Helen shenanigans?
Well, I think we need to actually establish a group for Mrs. Roper Romp on Facebook, and we'll do that with WonderCon.
And it starts next year.
It starts next year. So we'll put that together. We don't have it set up. We just decided we were going to do this. So we'll set it up and do it.
So you're here witnessing the stirrings, the beginnings, the primordial ooze of a movement, my friends, of the Helens looking for Stanley at WonderCon 2025, and we need to increase this movement through WonderCon, through San Diego Comic-Con, through Dragon Con, through LA Comic-Con, all the cons. We need to be increasing them.
We'll do it. Hashtag Mrs. Roper's Romp.
Hashtag Mrs. Roper's Romp. Follow that, search for it on all your social medias, and join into the movement, because this is my new religion. And you're so welcome. You're so welcome. I love you too, and thank you so much. Oh, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. I almost cheersed you with my microphone. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
That's okay. You know what? To live with Stanley, we all have to drink.
There you go. And I love your hair, by the way. I'm a big fan of curls. So.
Well, it is the 70s, so we do a lot of perms and maybe a little color. But
you know what? My hair's just naturally curly, so I don't need a perm. But you know what? I appreciate it if you go that direction. Right? Exactly. Well, thank you so much, Helens, and thank you so much.
Did you guys talk about the Dragon Con?
Yes. You thought I met you last night. No, I was taking that. Okay. What? Oh yeah, no, I had a whole conversation with you. Oh yeah. I came up to you. He doesn't remember the conversation.
He finished all his syrup. I'm sure you're still rolling.
I know we're still rolling, but this is a pre-tape. I don't give a shit.
cut that shit. Now, if I say bad words, you have to cut it, right? There's no edits.
I mean, not on my show necessarily. Just if you go over 2 minutes. Where are you guys based out of?
We're all Southern California local.
Oh, okay. Are you LA or are you?
Long Beach.
So we're the con guys. We've been around for 10 years, but I'm trying to. Well, we've been around for 9 years.
We're still posting.
We're not editing it at all?
Then there was this time at band camp.
There was one time at band camp I took a sousaphone and I made out with it.
Well,
anyway.
It's the weekend. That's okay.
There you go. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. We'll see it.
Three's Company.
Three's Company. We'll see you at the next con.
Hashtag Mrs. Roper's Romp.
Hashtag Mrs. Roper's Romp.
I'll get it.
Thanks, man. We're going to wrap Oh my goodness, folks, this is a treat. This is a beautiful, lovely, wonderful treat. The con girls themselves, not only do we have Katie Kawamoto, the OG con girl, but we've got Emily and Captain UK. No, Jessica, of course. We've got Emily and Jessica here as well. But here's the thing, Jessica. How many of our shows have you been on? Yeah, that's the thing. Why hasn't Jessica been on more of our shows? Is it a conspiracy? Maybe it is. Would you like to be on more of our shows, Jessica?
Yes.
Do you want to be a host?
Sure.
That doesn't seem very committed. But anyway, we'll deal with this backstage. So, con girls. Katie, first of all, I thought you were leaving like an hour ago.
You know that happens sometimes at the con. You gotta make your rounds saying bye to everybody, and an hour later you're still here.
The craziness of a con, folks. If you've never been to a comic book convention before, you are missing out, because you'll be like, oh man, I'm getting tired, I gotta leave. 90 minutes later, you're still here because you've got to say goodbye to everybody.
You should know that Katie, when she says like she's leaving, it's going to be another hour.
At least.
At least, maybe longer.
It is Katie, that's true. Now, Emily, tell us a little bit about how your WonderCon has been so far. Are you coming back tomorrow?
I am coming back tomorrow, and I can't wait to see all of the cosplays because that's my favorite part of it. Except I haven't cosplayed this con yet.
Are you going to be cosplaying tomorrow?
No, I'm poor.
That's fair. You know what? That's fair. But the other thing is, maybe we should start some sort of a show on our network, or some sort of segment about cosplaying on a budget, or bounding, or something along those lines.
I bound frequently. All through November, I bound different outfits for my students, and they have to guess who I am.
Now, you just said students. What do you do by day?
I teach fourth graders.
You teach fourth graders, and now you're here dressed as Captain Peggy Carter, Captain UK, etc., etc. So here's the thing. That is the responsibility of like a grown-ass adult. Teaching and forming, molding the minds of youngsters and children. And yet here you are also dressed up as a comic book character. What message does that send to the general public of America and the world about what we can be interested in and what we're capable of as human beings?
Reading is fun. That's what it says.
Reading is fun and demental. Anyway, reading is fun, and you know what? Guess what? Comic books are books. Writers are writers. What a concept. So, before we end our broadcast tonight, what is it that you want to tell the great, dedicated fans of the Con Guy podcast and all the future generations of Con Guy fans out there who will watch this a month, a year, 10 years from now? What words of wisdom would you give them about being a geek, being a nerd, being a fan of various things, and coming to a convention and enjoying those things?
I think just being your genuine self, it's okay to absolutely love anything nerdy, anything you're passionate about makes you a nerd about that thing. Doesn't mean you have to be a fan of pop culture. You could be a sports nerd. You could be a can't think of anything right now. I'm really tired. But you can be science, exactly. So you could be a nerd of anything. And there are places and people who also agree with you and feel that way with you. You just got to find that community. And it's a really, really great community to have people who understand and relate to those things in you. So just let it be. Be a nerd. I love it. I recommend it. So
I think that's a good thing, and I think that speaks to one thing I was talking to somebody earlier about today is I love coming to conventions because it is a collection of people who are all passionate about things that are related to each other. You know, I'm not necessarily an anime guy, but I'm here with people who are passionate about anime. And I'm passionate about, let's say, Batman, because I do love Batman. But we're all here, and there's anime and there's Batman, and we're all passionate about those things. And so we're here collectively being passionate about the things we love together. And that's one thing that's great about conventions. How about you, Jess?
I think Katie summed it up, honestly.
Very well. Emily, anything to add?
We sexy and we have cookies.
We sexy and we have cookies. More profound words have never been spoken, not by the likes of Churchill or Roosevelt. Ladies and gentlemen, she's, he's, and theys of all shapes and sizes, thank you so much for tuning in to our not technically live stream tonight. And this is old buddy Ben Cleaver signing off from WonderCon 2025 for theconguy.com. And the reason I'm drinking out of this clear cup is because I don't have my red cup, but it still had alcohol in it. And whenever Ben Cleaver shows up, it's always a party. We love you all. Good night.